Coach Mack and their staff and their team is a great basketball team. They're very well coached. I had said back in the preseason before ACC Media Day that I think they got a great chance to actually be surprised if they don't get to Atlanta. I think they're a really good basketball team, and they're very, very well coached. I think Coach Mack's one of the best coaches in the country, and both offensively and defensively, and he's been extremely successful for a very, very long time. So they're a great basketball team. Our guys have fought, kicked, clawed, battled as hard as we could. All you can ask for is a shot to tie or win the game late, and we had two opportunities, and neither fell. I wanted Michael DeVoe. I wanted to go for the win at the end there, and he had a good look, and he shot that 50,000 times in his own practicing, and it looked good when it released his hands. It just ribbed out. I thought obviously we've had an issue with turnovers, and today that and the offensive rebounds have hurt us. And today was the same thing. We had 17 turnovers, and we had gave up 14 offensive rebounds. It's 31 extra possessions. They had 28 points off those two, and that's the difference in the game there. And but as I told the post-game radio, and we have gotten a lot better. We are a way better team than where we started at the beginning of the year. We have continued to get better. Unfortunately, in sports, it's a scoreboard game, and it's a win-loss game. It's a win-loss, and unfortunately, we have not had the results go our way to show that we have gotten better based on wins and losses. But from my chair, I know our guys have gotten better. They've improved. They give me everything they have, and that's all I can ask for. And we just got to keep competing and fighting and getting better. And life in the ACC, as I said many times, you can play really well and still lose. And that happened tonight. And a big play in the second half, we were ready to maybe even stretch the lead, and Jose Alvarado had that three right in front of our bench that literally went in the hoop and popped out. That could have been such a swing play there, and but that's the way the ball bounces. Sometimes you just, the ball hasn't bounced our way.
Josh, you did over this way. You out rebounded them by one, but I think early or late in the first half, I think you were up by 5 or 6. What did you do well early in the game to kind of control them on the boards?
Yeah, Jody, we rebounded well, but the issue was they had 14 offensive rebounds, and we got to do a better job in our post defense. Both Enoch, number 23, and 5, Williams got deeper, in James Banks, James and Moses got to do a better job of three-quartering, but they got some key offensive rebounds and some of those time in those late situations, and they had 15 points off their second chances on that, and then 13 points off of our turnovers. But more than that, Jody, because we've taken the offensive rebounding out of it, it's our turnovers. That's just been an Achilles heel with us, and we are doing everything humanly possible that you can think of to try to correct and solve that problem. And we've improved offensively, like we are a way better offensive team, but our turnovers have just kicked us in the rear, and it's just been an Achilles heel of ours. We'll have to keep trying to get better at that. Besides that, our team has gotten a lot better. Unfortunately, it just hasn't showed up in the win-loss column.
You're up by 10 early in the second half. You get no points off the bench. You lose by 4 on the road. What tells you that this is a team that's going to be in Atlanta?
Well, look, I mean, I would like to give ourselves credit. I think we play hard, we compete. I think the way we do things offensively and defensively can be a hard matchup for different teams. But I just think Louisville's really good, and I think they're really talented. I think Coach Mack's an excellent coach. I think he's one of the best coaches in the country. I think he's been to the Sweet 16 or something, like tournament 9 of 11 years. I don't know what it is, but I think he's one of the best coaches in the game. And his teams always defend well. They always rebound well, and they have a lot of talent. So I just think they're a really good basketball team, and they're very, very well coached.
Josh, you had Jose guarding Jordan Noir. That was kind of unusual given the height differential.
I thought Jose did a good job.
What did you see on film that kind of made you go to that? Because it seemed like it was very effective.
Jose's just his fight and toughness, and he's one of our best defenders, and he doesn't worry about giving up some size things. And he had 10 rebounds, 10 defensive rebounds. But he played great defense, and I mean, we helped with 41% from the field and 30 from three. I thought besides early in the game, our zone didn't work. Got to give Coach Mack and his staff credit on that. Our man defense was solid, other than, again, the turnovers. Kelly bit us in the rear, and we just, goodness gracious, you know, I pulled my hair out, and I got gray hair, and who knows.
Josh, you.
Malik Williams made a lot of big plays for them.
Malik Williams made a lot of big plays. He hurt us, and did Stephen Enoch. The 2 5-minute for them hurt us in the paint, in the red zone.
Can you comment a little bit on David Johnson, what you saw on film from the other game?
Well, I thought David Johnson versus Duke was the best player on the floor, regardless of either team. You know, both Duke and Louisville, David Johnson was the best player in that game. And he's a really good player. I mean, heck, I don't know how much he was playing prior to the Duke game, and maybe really wasn't getting on. And here he comes in, he's the best player on the floor. But that goes to Louisville's depth. They've got great depth. They can bring guys in off the bench, and there's no drop off.
Josh, you were up 11 early in the second half, and it seemed like you were getting sped up or catching on flustered. I'm curious what you saw offensively at that time. A lot of transition baskets coming their way.
Well, we had that 3-pointer. The big play was Jose's 3 that went in and out, and they came down and scored. I mean, look, Louisville's a really good team. They're going to make some runs, but we had some chances right there. And James, I think, missed. Again, I got to watch the film, but in my memory, I think James missed 1 or 2 right there by the rim, and Jose had a look or 2 that missed from 3, and of course we had a couple turnovers in that span.
Couple more.
What was Louisville doing to you inside in the paint? It seemed like James and Moses had trouble kind of getting comfortable, and there were some bad passes, and that created some of those turnovers that got you, especially.
Yeah, we had some passes there that one where Moses didn't meet the ball. He's got to give up the position for the possession of the ball, and James one where he just kind of caught and threw over his left, threw left hand over his right shoulder there. But we just, we're best when we're able to drive and get to the paint, and we need Moses and James to be able to handle the physicality a little bit better than they've handled the last 2 games.
Yeah.
The offensive rebounding that you mentioned, Louisville's offensive rebounding. You were playing man most of the time. The team went out. What was the challenge that you guys weren't able to do what you wanted?
Yeah, Ken, of course I got to watch the tape, but I thought Enoch and Williams hurt us. Those 2 had 6 offensive rebounds between those 2. Of course, Noora had 3, but he's going against Jose, who's giving up some size. But James and Moses have got to be better on the glass for us. Moses had 3 rebounds, James 7. Those 2 only had 5 defensive. Those 2 got to be way better for us. Moses has to produce better for us. Back-to-back games, Moses hasn't produced at the level that we need him to produce based on the minutes that he's getting, and we're counting and depending on him, and he's got to get back to being Moses Wright and being a really good basketball player, and we need him better on the glass for us.
One more, man.
Towards the end of the game, Louisville went on that 11-0 run, but instead of the lead for Louisville continuing to balloon, you guys fired off a 10-0 run of your own. What was something that you told your team in order to stay focused and stay?
Well, I called that my last time out, and I just told the guys, we need to regroup. No time for the woe is me syndrome. We're playing the victim game or the blame game. This is basketball, so suck it up, toughen up, and let's just get a stop and 1 possession at a time. And we did that, and man, we had some chances. Mike threw that pass to Jose over his head for no reason, and that should have been an easy 2. Moses missed 1 or 2 free throws, and James missed 1 short, and then Moses had the layup, and Mike had an open 3.
Thanks, Coach.